the Hindu squat. Legendary exercise performed for centuries by wrestlers, martial artists across the world. Different names for the exercise. Maybe you might have heard it as the deep knee bend in physical culture and in the West. But yeah, the Hindu squat, really a popular drill, popularized by wrestlers in India. The great Gamma, legend has it I should say, performed thousands of repetitions each day. Whether he did that, I don't know, but it is such a powerful exercise. Whether you're a beginner or advanced, you can utilize this. So perform for high repetitions in the fashion with a little bit of a spring, so you're bouncing. You have to have healthy knees for that, and I'll come back to that later, but it does build this explosiveness, okay? The swing of your arms is also very much like a jump pattern, so it's like you're jumping. So without actually leaving the ground, you're practicing a jump pattern. The other thing is, it develops, along with the strong legs, for high repetitions, you know, the connective tissue, the nervous system, and that lung power. And if you're in a real enclosed space, if you're in prison, you could perform thousands upon thousands of those and get your cardio in without actually leaving the house. And again, great idea to have a series of exercises you can do in your home without any equipment. You know what the last few years has been like, and so what a great drill this would be. It ticks a lot of boxes. So what we're going to do is, and ideally you'll do this barefoot. I've got barefoot runners on, so they're allowing me a little bit of protection, but it'd be good to be barefoot. Now, I might have my feet straight ahead. You could turn them out a little bit, but in any case, what you've got to make sure is that the knees track the middle of the foot, the second toe, okay? So what's good about this variation of squat is that the feet are very active. You're squeezing those toes into the mat. All right, now, what I'm going to do is reach back with the hands, and I can perform this slowly with control. And then when I get to the bottom position, when my bottom's as slow as it'll go, my thighs and my calves are together, I swing the arms forward, it helps me come back up, and I strike back here. So I'm squeezing the shoulder blades together, and I like to just squeeze the tummy and butt, okay? Now, in relation to the breathing, you can do this a number of ways. We can let a little bit of air go at the top, as we strike back and say engage. Or we could do, and so in other words, it would be inhale, exhale. Or we could do more anatomical breathing, where it's the other, as we compress, it's exhale, inhale. Okay? As long as you breathe in, it's a good thing. Okay, now if we wanted to step that back, say, I've spent decades trying to convince people whose pencil neck personal trainer or physio have just told them that you never put your knees up forward over your toes. And it's now being more popularised that it's not a big deal, as long as your knees are healthy. In fact, some people, when who find that they have knee pain when they squat, find that actually when they engage their feet, allow the heels to lift, it gives them no pain. So a good idea is to find this position, see if you can stay in that position there. It's again an archetypal posture. You should be able to stay in this position at least for a short period of time. And then, when you start performing your reps, maybe you do them nice and slow, and it could be, say, deep knee bends in the physical culture books were just this. Just that, reaching out to counterbalance, nice and slow, and back up. And what we want to do is never relax in the bottom position, so it's like, really imagine you're squeezing your feet. And that protects the knees, okay? If you needed to reduce your range of movement at first, you could, of course, just do this sort of movement, and then over time you might find you go in the full range, and then all I'm doing, I'm still controlling, I just allow that little, tiny little bounce, if you like. It's not really a bounce, it's a controlled compression. For those people who maybe want to do them slower, you will find that you'll get more of a muscular burn early on. With the higher repetitions and that flow, it'll really build some lung power. And to do for high repetitions, you should be knocking out, say, 100 repetitions of these without stopping. Maybe multiple sets, you're getting like, say, maybe 500 repetitions in a session. That would be good for at least intermediate to advanced men. And it can be a good recharge for these if you're heavy squatting. To go to body weight for a while, it would be kind of a good thing to do. You're not just compressing your spine, you're not just damaging your knee joints or stressing your knee joints, because it builds up that nice blood flow, that synovial fluid in the joint, so it's helping really to heal the joint as well. But again, if you've got sketchy knees, you have to, box clever, with any exercise, of course, and that's why you have one-on-one coaches and so forth. So we make what's right for you. So we can regress even further if my cameraman can just follow me this way a little bit. Even if you wanted to do a drill which is called the Anosov squat, and you can use something like this. You could use just a beam or a pillar to hold on to a vertical beam, but like something like a TRX or a suspension trainer, what we can do is make sure that we're leaning the back against it, and as we squat down, the shins stay vertical, and we squeeze up. Now that tends to take stress out of those knees. We want pain-free movement. Okay, I'm not relaxing in the bottom, I'm just keeping that tension on. And again, you might start with low repetitions, but you build up to hitting hundreds of those, and that can really help repair the knees. All right, so Hindu squats, do them combined with the Hindu push-up. They form a fantastic partnership. And every day I like to hit my age in the Hindu push-up, so it's 54, so I'll do 54 Hindu push-ups and double. The goal is really to do double of the Hindu squats, so that would be 108. Okay, so whatever age you are, start slowly, build up to your age, double them with Hindu squats.